Oh, my face must be red as a beet at this moment. Well, let me know if you ever feel a burning need to help out again. When you have the time, of course.
I must take my leave and return to the cathedral. Magyar, it has been a pleasure. Madam Khpein, I sincerely hope you shall consider my offer to meet with the headmistress. Hallowed's blessings be upon you both.
Mother asked us to fetch mutton and potatoes. She said nothing of honey cakes.
Madam Khpein, yes. Sister Gaetelle was hopeful you would come and visit. She awaits you inside.
To think there are those who would try to sully the reputation of the Church. Meanwhile, I can do naught but spend countless hours poring over these books. I still have much to learn of the doctrine, this is true, but the clergy will not be subject to suspicion or ridicule after I take the cloth.
Fury take me, must we revise the entire curriculum? Though I do still teach on occasion, my primary responsibilities are now administrative, as I serve directly under Headmistress Elviana. Her knowledge of the Enchiridion is without peer, and it is well that His Eminence appointed her to oversee the Scholasticate. However, owing to her age, she is unable to attend to all her duties. Her absence is felt most keenly in these chaotic times, when we must re-evaluate the veracity of our entire doctrine, when seminarians and clergy dare not travel unescorted for fear of coming to harm. By the Fury, where in the hells has my nephew got to? Saint Endalim's Scholasticate is where God-fearing men and women come to seek a proper theological education. Traditionally, our seminarians would be expected to study a diverse range of subjects, from the fundamentals of Ishgardian theology to the intricacies of canon law. However, due to the recent revelations concerning church doctrine, we are currently re-evaluating our entire curriculum. At this point in time, it is difficult to say what changes will be made. At the very least, I should expect the trivium and the quadrivium to remain, but the administration is somewhat divided on other subjects. Have no doubt that the headmistress and I are sensitive to the people's concerns. We wish only to educate and guide them.
Madam Khpein, welcome to the Scholasticate. I appreciate you coming all this way, but I am afraid the headmistress is not here at the moment. She has taken leave to rest. Forgive me, but I must ask you to meet with her another day.
It truly is a pity, as I too was looking forward to her audience with you. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Father Bravagnon. I have heard much about you from Sister Gaetelle. In the headmistress's absence, I have been charged with tending to myriad administrative matters. While that would ordinarily constitute as simply waxing the seal to a pile of parchments, I have been forced to take a more hands-on approach.
The deputy headmaster and I were just discussing a rather troubling event which occurred soon after our students' encounter in the broom, and we fear it may be connected. Madam Khpein, You are familiar with the statue of Saint Valeroyant? The one in the center of the forum. House Dremil's stonemasons have been working on chiseling a new head, and one of our students has been tasked with overseeing their work. Unfortunately, this student has since reported that the piece has vanished from the artisan's workshop. Given that it has little monetary value, Father Bruvagnon and I cannot help but wonder if
the culprit bears a grudge towards this student. Briardian, Consulting Inspector, at your service. K'nekotein. What brings you here of all places? Ah, don't tell me. You were the hero that the students have been murmuring about. I cannot say I am surprised.
You are acquainted with my nephew, Madame Khpein?
Yes, mine uncle. You could say our paths have crossed. More than once. An idea occurs to me. K'nekotein is an adventurer of exceptional skill, in combat and deduction both. Pray, allow me to appoint her as my assistant, no, associate, in my work here at the Scholasticate.
A prolonged association is like to raise more than a few eyebrows, if not invite criticism.
While I understand your concern, I am willing to trust Briardian's judgment. Madame Khpein has shown nothing but compassion towards our students.
At least permit me her company in ascertaining the piece's whereabouts. You may judge the value of our association afterwards.
Very well. But no one is to speak of this to the headmistress. I will allow Madame Khpein to accompany you, but only for the duration of the investigation. And for the love of the Fury, be discreet.
Excellent. Come, K'nekotein. Our first course of action will be to question the student responsible for overseeing the statue's restoration.
Your friendship with Briardian may be a blessing in disguise. I hope you will find the missing piece soon.
Soot and white pumice dust. We have our boy.
Madame Khpein. A pleasant surprise to see you once more. Praise be to hallowed. So you are asking after the statue piece. I made sure to lock the workshop door, so I don't understand how it could have been taken. But worry not. I take full responsibility and will personally see it returned.
That won't be necessary. Inspector Briardian, at your service. I am told you were recently harassed by several ruffians in the Brum, and I suspect they may be responsible for this theft. What can you tell me about these men?
Nothing, Inspector. I had never seen them before in my life. And besides, why would they want to steal the statue piece? It makes no sense. In any event, as I said, the responsibility is mine and mine alone. Now, if you would excuse me.
Admirable sense of responsibility notwithstanding, he's clearly hiding something. K'nekotein, I think we may find our answers in Foundation. While I make inquiries in the Broom, I ask that you keep an eye on the Forum. Many miscreants are wont to delight in their misdeeds, and this one may be drawn to the statue.
Even the mutton down in the room will cost glean. Might be a toss the bones line your litty purse.
You again. I told you not to meddle in my affairs. Away with you.
Madam Khpein, how did you? I suppose I should be honest with you. I am certain the stolen piece is in that crate. I know you are helping the inspector, but I beg you, let me try to reason with Ben first. Ben, please return the statue piece and all shall be forgiven. You do understand the consequences of what you are doing? Defiling a saint's monument is a serious crime. When Father Koiso read us stories at the orphanage, you loved the ones about Saint Valeroyant. Do you not wish to see the statue restored?
Saint Valeroyant. An azure dragoon who drew the great Wyrm away from Ishgard. For all we know, that too was a lie. The Holy See and the bloody Highborn deceived us, Theo. They built their fortunes on our backs. But you would willingly believe those lies if it meant a chance at a better life for yourself.
I knew you were the one behind this. You have been following Theo and me ever since we met in the Broom. Be careful, K'nekotein. He's not going to give it up without a fight.
Wait, all of you. I still believe Ben will do what's right.
There you go again, turning up your nose and spewing shite as if you're one of them. Don't you see? I am doing what's right. I'm ridding us of these false heroes. What? Keep your bloody head, and your library and lessons filled with lies. Believe them if you want, you're just as bad as the rest.
He is right to be angry. I dreamt of teaching our people to walk in hallowed's grace. But when the scripture itself has been called into question, how am I to find my own way? Whatever should I do? My own path? You mean, interpret the scripture on my own? A different approach to our faith, to be sure, but mayhap you have the right of it. Forgive me, Ben, but I have come too far to give up now. If hallowed's teachings have been distorted by man's hand, then by man's hand must they be redeemed.
That's all well and good, but we won't change Ishgard by standing around in the snow. At least Ben left us the statue piece. We would best return it before that prized peacock starts squawking to the deputy headmaster. Will you come too, K'nekotein? I'm sure he will appreciate your help in retrieving it.
Pray keep your voice down when inside the Scholasticate.
Well, that is that. All's well that ends well, yes.
Theo already explained everything. We recovered the statue piece, and that is what matters.
I see you found the boy and the missing statue piece. Care to share with us the details?
Madam Khpein, I see you've returned as well. Lee and Theo Mosant have just finished explaining to me what happened. I thank you for your help in resolving this matter swiftly.
But there appears to be something missing. K'nekotein, pray tell, what became of the suspect? Surely these two wish to seek justice for the theft.
Those two will tell you not, Inspector. For they are the culprits whom you seek.
Allow me to shed some light on this troubling situation. As a son of House Zemail, it pained me to learn that our artisan's precious work had been spirited away. So I saw fit to conduct my own investigation. I followed Lee at a distance, only to find him and his friend consorting with the culprit. Camaraderie among orphans of the Brum is to be expected. But to steal a saint's head so that they may retrieve it to prove their merit.
And such desperation that they would desecrate a tome in this manner. You would expect a seminarian to treat any holy text with the utmost care, even if they are but children's stories.
Piss off, you priggish hosen. K'nekotein was there. She'll tell you are ruined.
Enough. You will all conduct yourselves with decorum as befits seminarians. Lee, we will discuss penance for your foul language anon.
Father Bruvignan, if I may. The next time the Scholasticate apportions work with the sacred monuments, pray entrust the task to me. I am certain the artisans of my house would be at ease knowing their work was in cleaner, more dependable hands. And as for my ignoble peers, if the comprehension of advanced scripture is still beyond you such that you require a tattered tome of children's lessons, then allow me to procure for you a new copy with mine own coin. You need not thank me, House Dzemail prides itself on its charity to the deprived.
My tome, if you would. Ooh.
Just how long are you planning to lie there?
You're completely hopeless.
Thank you, Blazy.
Gah. This is what happens when you let him walk all over you. It'll be a miracle if we are not branded heretics by the end of this term.
Lee, Theomosant, consider this a warning. You were saved this time solely by Madame Khpein's integrity and the grace of the Fury. But I will not turn a blind eye if you continue to fraternize with questionable company.
Ah, the insurmountable wall between the highborn and lowborn. I wonder, did our ancestors build it, brick by brick? Or was it fate which drove us apart? And where shall we go from here?
Excellent work, K'nekotein. I had no doubts that you would rise to the challenge.
Madame Khpein, I must apologize for the behavior of my students. They have been at each other's throats since the revelations came to light. As for your performance, you have surpassed my expectations, and I will allow you to assist Briardain in his work at the Scholasticate. Well done.
If I may be so bold, Uncle. Though I have but arrived, and this is the only case you have had me investigate thus far, I must say that I found it rather a waste of my talents. While theft is indeed a serious matter, I cannot help but wonder if this was merely some pretense. Surely you have a more pressing problem.
An astute observation. I expected nothing less. There is indeed another matter I should discuss with you and your newly appointed associate.